Hi everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Athena and we're going to do some beginner Pilates on the mat. So make sure you have checked with your doctor and you're able to participate in these exercises. And I hope you enjoy the Pilates exercises that I put together this morning for the beginners. Yeah. So come down onto the mat and let's sit in front of the mat with your feet slightly separated. Make sure you're lifting up, pressing through the sitting bones to lift up and lengthen through the spine a little bit. We're going to start with a few little roll downs, but just tucking down through that lower back of the spine, but not coming down to the floor just yet. We're going to take a deep inhale at the top. We're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth with Pilates. Deep inhale through the nose. In the exhale through my mouth, I'm going to grab the back of my thighs and tuck my tailbone under a little bit so that I'm leaning back, but I'm not going down to the floor yet. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to inhale, sit back up. As I exhale, I'm going to tuck my tailbone under, engage my abdominals towards the spine a little bit and roll down. I'm going to go 3 more. Inhale, I'm pressing my sitting bones down as I lengthen up. In the exhale, I'm rounding up my spine a little bit, leaning back. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. I'm going to go 1 more. Breathing in. Breathing out. Now I'm going to go all the way down. As we sit back up and exhale, I'm still going to hold the back of my thighs as I roll down through my spine, one piece at a time. I can release my arms and bring them up towards the ceiling. Take a deep breath in. Again, as I exhale, I'm going to roll up and I can grab the back of my thighs if I need to and lift up. Again, inhale, exhale, roll down slowly and controlled. I want to take it nice and slowly with these beginner exercises, yeah? Because I want you to feel that spine articulation coming up slowly and controlled and lifting up, working through the core. Let's do 3 more. Slowly down. I exhale. I inhale, lift up. Again, as I exhale, my arms, my head, my chest, I help myself with the back of the thighs and sit back up. I'm going to go again. Exhale, roll down slowly and controlled. Come down to the mat. Breathing out. Lifting up. Now, if I don't need the assistance of the back of my thighs, I'm going to roll down without holding them. Again, I'm engaging my abdominals and I'm sinking down slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. I come up, lengthen my arms a little bit away from my body. Again, as I exhale, I want to lengthen through my spine, engage the abdominals, lift and sit back up. Let's do 3 more like this. Exhale. And we can keep the flow going a little bit faster pace here if it feels okay. Exhale, curl and sit back up. Give me 3 more. Breathing out. Really engage in warming up the abdominals with this one. 2 more times. We go down, down, arms up and behind. Exhaling, arms up, head up. Really working through the core strength. 1 last time. Exhale, roll down. My counting may be all out at the moment. Hopefully I'm counting correctly. Coming back up. Sitting up, lifting up. Beautiful. And now let's stretch those legs out nice and straight. Sit back a little bit into your mat. So again, readjust if you need to. And I want you to sit up nice and tall. I'm going to continue with my spine stretch forward in a sitting position. So again, if you're feeling a little bit slouchy today, kind of hanging out like that through that low back and not strong in the core with your legs straight because the hamstrings could feel a little bit tight, you want to lift up through the center and softening the knees to feel a little bit more lifted will be, the modified version for this one. Otherwise, you can stay with your legs nice and straight, stay lifted. We're going to float the arms forward. And again, I'm pressing my sitting bones down, lengthening through the spine a little bit. And I'm going to add spine stretch forward. In the inhale, I prepare, and in the exhale, I engage my abdominals again. I'm lengthening and reaching towards my toes. And I want to get a nice spine stretch. This is not the shoulders reaching forward, it's just my spine. And I'm going to inhale, I'm going to restack, relift, sit back up again. Let's do that again. Exhale.
Engage my abdominals, and I'm flexing my toes. As you can see, I really want to get a stretch to the back of those thighs as well. Inhale, I release my feet, relax my body, sit back up. I'm going to go 3 more. This is spine stretch. Exhale. Inhale. Relax the shoulders. Give me a couple more. Breathing out. Breathing in. Last one. Reach. And come back up. And realign. Now I'm going to bring my legs connected together. Yeah, draw those inner thighs together. Stay nice and tall. Now I'm going to go into my spine twist. Again, this is a spine twist in a sitting position. So if I'm feeling really sore in my lower back with my legs nice and straight, I can soften the knees and still stay sitting up this way. Float one arm on top of the other one. A little bit like a genie. So sitting up nice and tall again. You have your own options. Just go with what feels best for you. Take a deep inhale. In the exhale, I'm going to draw those inner thighs together and twist across to my right side. I want to lengthen and lift through the waist. Yeah, come back in. And let's rotate the other way. It's a spine twist. Come back into the center. I'm going to go 2 more on each side. Exhale, twist a little bit. Inhale, come back to your center. Other side. And center the body back in. 1 more. Exhale. Inhale. Last one. And coming back in. And relax. Now I'm going to build this up. These are beginner exercises and I'm giving you some modified versions. Yeah, I'm going to build this up into the saw. So this one, it's a combination of a spine twist and spine stretch forward. So we're going to take those legs a little bit wider, maybe as wide as the mat. And then again, you want to sit up nice and tall, really engaging the abdominals, stay lifted, softening the knees again if you need to prop yourself up nice and tall. So now we're going to take the arms to the side. For my saw, I'm going to take the arms to the side, a little bit towards the front of my body. And again, I'm lengthening through the spine as I press my sitting bones down. First, we're going to twist and then we're going to reach forward. So we're going to twist first this way. Then I'm going to reach my opposite hand to the opposite toe, to the opposite foot. Come back up and realign my body posture. I'm going to twist the other way. And then I'm going to exhale, reach. I'm trying to get that little toe to cut it off with my little finger. Come back up, center my body. I'm going to go 2 more on each side. Inhale, exhale. Come back up and realign. Other side, inhaling, exhaling, reach. Come back up, realign. 1 more on each side. Twist and we reach. And come back up, center the body. Last one, inhale, exhale. Coming back up and sitting up nice and tall. Now bring those legs together, shake them out a little bit. Yeah, it's a lot of work happening in those legs and the back of the spine. The whole body posture is thinking about how we're moving that body with some of those exercises. So now we're going to come down to the floor. So let's grab the back of the thighs. Again, always coming down to the mat nice and slowly. Yeah, tucking the tailbone under, lowering the body with control. Let's stay lying down here. Bend your knees a little bit more. Find that nice comfortable spot for you. Now we're going to stay here and I'm going to add some leg movements to the lower part of the body. Again, we're working the abdominals. We're thinking about lengthening through the spine. And the arms will be down by my side. So my knees are bending. My feet stay down onto the floor, yeah? So I'm going to inhale. And as I exhale, I'm going to float that right leg to tabletop. And then I'm going to lower it back down. So I'm going to switch legs. Exhale, the left leg lifts to tabletop, and then I'm going to place it back down to the mat. Keep engaging the abdominals, exhaling as you lift and lower 1 foot to the floor. Inhale, exhale. So again, these are very simple leg lift exercises to tabletop, but we're really thinking about the whole body posture on the mat. I want you to keep your chest open. Keep the shoulders down to the mat. Lift 1 leg and place it back down. Breathing in, breathing out. We're going to go 2 more on each leg. Up and lower. Lift, and I'm lengthening out through the spine, through the crown of my head. 1 more. Last one. And place it down. Now I'm going to come up to tabletop with my right leg. And then I'm going to float my left leg up also. So both legs lifting up. Now I know I'm going to have to be a little bit stronger in my core to keep those legs to tabletop. So I don't really want to compromise my low back. So the way to do this is to engage through the abdominals, stay strong in your core, really, really feel that connection right there in your pelvis and the abdominals to keep those legs lifted to tabletop. Keep your arms by your side, and if this feels okay for you, we're going to start, these are hip movements, we're going to continue with some toe taps. We go right toe down, and then we'll lengthen it and restack. Left toe, and bring it up. So again, I want to maintain stability in the whole body posture with these ones and just move the legs only. And we're only moving from the hip joint. That 90-degree angle stays where it is, and we're only toe tapping, hinging at the hip. Inhale, exhale. I'm going to go 2 more on each leg. Breathing in, breathing out. Good, give me 1 more. Tap and lift. Tap and lift, and then slowly drop 1 foot down, followed by the second leg down. Stretch your legs out if you need to. Yeah, what happens here is the hips get really, really sore and get a little bit tight across the front of your thighs, and then come back into it again. Now I'm going to do a little bit of pelvic tucking and into a shoulder bridge for the next exercise. So this is another really good one to lengthen the spine as well, and think about working through the breath and the abdominals. So breathing in to prepare, make sure you have your chin tucked forward a little bit. You want to lengthen out through the spine. You don't want your head looking back towards the mat, but right up towards the ceiling. Now, with a little bit of a pelvic tuck, what we want to do is we want to fill that gap in the middle of the waist. So as I'm tucking my pelvis, I've got pressure now in my low back. And then as I inhale, I release it back down to my neutral spine. I'm going to go a couple more. Exhale, I'm tucking my tailbone under, pressure in the middle of my back. Inhale, I release back to my neutral spine. It's a very small little move. I'm going to go 1 more. Exhale. And then I'm going to inhale and release. Now I'm going to build this up into a shoulder bridge. Slowly, I'm going to tuck my tailbone under, lift my pelvis up 1 vertebrae at a time, and I'm going to come up into a shoulder bridge stance. So here, stay up in your shoulder bridge. If you're coming up here, make sure it feels like your knees are going towards your toes, yeah? And you want to keep the rib cage down, engage the abdominals. You're working a lot in your glutes, the front of your thighs, and also you don't want to be on your neck. You want to be at the top of your shoulders. Take a deep inhale at the top. As we're exhaling, roll the spine down through the upper back. 1 vertebrae at a time, middle back, lower back, and then we release back to our neutral spine. Make sure your knees don't rotate in and out while we're doing the lifting up to the bridge and the lowering down. And let's go again. Exhale, I'm tucking my tailbone under, and then I'm peeling up, lifting up, stretching up. I'm also pressing my feet down to the floor to stay lifted in a nice straight line from the knees to the top of my shoulders. Going to take a deep breath here. Exhale, roll down again. Keeping the knees where they are and working through with that spine, coming down through the upper back, middle back, lower back, release to my neutral. Let's go and do 1 more of this shoulder bridge stance. Exhale, peeling up, lifting up, coming up to the bridge. Let's stay lifted. Now I'm going to add arms with this one. Just challenge the bridge a little bit more, yeah? We're going to float the arms up to the ceiling. I'm going to go inhale. And behind me a little bit. Exhale, roll down. And relax. Come up. Arms by my side again. Exhale, I peel up. I lift up. I stay up. Float the arms up. You can just float them up towards the ceiling and keep your shoulders squaring down. Lower the spine down. Exhale, slow. Control it. Lower me down 1 piece at a time. Take a deep inhale. Arms by my side. 1 more. Exhale, peeling up, lifting up, stretching up. Float the arms up. And again, in the exhale, roll that spine down through the upper back, middle back, lower back. Relax and release. Draw the knees into your chest. Right knee followed by the left knee. Press the low back down a little bit, side to side. Just have a little bit of a roll to release that low back. before we continue, and we're going to go back again to tabletop movements. I've got a couple more tabletop movements to show you, and stretch the legs out a little bit and then come back with your knees bending and back to our lying down with long arms by your side. Let's float the legs to tabletop again. So engage the abdominals, float one knee up to tabletop, and then followed by the second leg. Exhale, float that leg up. Stay here. If this feels okay, again, we're going to continue with some single leg stretches. So the arms can stay by your side and a little bit away from the body if you need to stabilize. Otherwise, keep them long by your side. We're going to stretch one leg away from the body. So I'm lengthening away with that right leg. It's a 45-degree angle. The other leg stays where it is. And then I'm going to bring it back in. Now I'm going to switch. Exhale. Inhale. So again, we have modifications. If this is too hard, to lengthen the leg away and parallel to the floor and bring it back. Exhaling and replacing. You can go up towards the ceiling, just a little stretch away, and then bend it back to your tabletop. Again, the opposite leg will reach and stretch, and we bend it in. So you go with what works best for you. Inhale, exhale. We're really working the abdominals, but we're working the legs and those hips. Come back in. We're going to go 3 more times. Stretch and replace. Inhale, exhale. 2 more. Breathing in, breathing out. Other leg. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Beautiful. Bring those knees back into your chest. Have a little roll side to side. Good work. So I'm going to go 1 more tabletop movement. This one is going to be slight rotation from the waist, yeah? So we're staying with the legs to tabletop. This time I want your legs connecting together. Your inner thighs are connected together, feet are together. Arms can be a little bit across the body. We're going to add rotation from the waist. So now we're going to take a deep inhale, and I'm going to roll my legs all the way over to the right side. I'm looking up to the ceiling and rotating from the waist. Keep the shoulders down. Exhale, roll yourself back into your center. And now we're going to go the other way. Inhale, both knees, go over to the left. Exhale, use my abdominal strength to come back into the middle. Let's do that again. Inhale, rotate, rotate, rotate. Keep the shoulders down. Exhale. Other side. Inhaling, exhaling. 1 more on each side. Breathing in, breathing out. Last one. Inhale, exhale, back into your center, and drop the feet down. Stretch the legs out a little bit just to release those hips. And I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of stretching across that low back and the thighs. Bend your knees and bring your feet flat down to the floor, yeah? Stay here. Now, bring your arms again a little bit across the body. Now, we're just going to rotate. Now, we're keeping the feet to the floor. Knees are together, yeah? You can have your palms facing up towards the ceiling. You want to relax your head, neck, and shoulders. I'm going to let my knees fall over to the right side where the knees are stacked and the feet are stacked. And then I'm going to look over the opposite shoulder. Keep your shoulders down, chest is open, and this is a nice little stretch across the front of the body and the abdominals. Come back into the middle, look up to the ceiling, feet flat to the floor, and then we're going to let those knees rotate and stack over towards the left side while I look across the opposite shoulder. Now I've got knees stacked and feet stacked as well, so really to feel that nice stretch. Let's do 1 more. Center the body. Look up to the ceiling. Exhale, roll the knees over to the right as you stack the knees and the feet. Feel a nice rotational stretch. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. That feels really good. Come back into the middle and let's draw those knees into the chest. I'm going to cross my feet, grab the back of my thighs, and I'm going to rock the body back and forth. Come up into sitting. Whew. Beautiful. Sit back up a little bit. Now, stay here, and I'm going to do a little bit of rolling like a ball. So these exercises, the rolling like a ball, particularly really good for stretching out that spine. So I'll give you a couple of variations. We're going to start with the feet, the toes down to the floor, and your legs a little bit wide, knees a little bit wide. Grab the back of your thighs. Now, if this feels okay, holding the back of your thighs, and you're tucking your tailbone under a little bit and leaning back. Take your toes off the floor, find a little balance here. So we're going to roll, and I want you to keep that spine in a C curve as we're rolling back down. Slowly rolling back, exhaling, coming back up. So again, you want to keep the toes off the floor. Let's do a couple more just like this. The elbows are wide, so I'm trying not to really shrug my shoulders. And I'm engaging through my abdominals. Inhale, exhale. Let's go one more. Slowly down. Come back up. Beautiful. And then drop your feet down. And if that doesn't feel okay, if rolling like a ball doesn't feel okay for your spine and you don't want to do it, you don't feel comfortable, maybe you could do a little balance instead. So instead of rolling, you're going to do this particular exercise. Hold your hands by your side and your toes are down to the floor. And again, you can soften through the elbows a little bit, and you can tuck and lean back a little bit this way and then come back up. You can drop your feet to the floor again. Rolling down a little bit through the lower back. You've got your arms supporting you and coming back up. Let's do a couple more. Breathing in and out. So at least it gets that low back rolling down, coming back up. And that's just a modified version for rolling like a ball. But the full extension of that particular exercise, again, I'll show it to you, and you can try and do this one, is to try and keep the whole body like a ball shape, yeah? So when we can have the hands in front of our shins, making a sort of a ball shape with our body. Stay with the heels connecting to the sitting bones as much as you can, and roll down slowly. Come back up. And stabilize and stay lifted. We'll do a couple more. Inhale, exhale. Do one more. Breathing in, breathing out. And drop the feet down. Let's stretch the legs to the front a little bit, yeah? Relax your head, neck, and shoulders. Breathing in, breathing out. I'm going to do a little bit of side stretching to finish off today with these particular exercises, and we're going to do mermaid stretch on the mat. So we're going to take one leg and place it beside us, and the other leg bends towards us, rests in front of your body like this. Now stay with your lifting through the torso a little bit and lengthening through the spine as you do. Take a breath in, hold on to this ankle on the side and float the opposite arm up. Now, what we aim to do is pull against the ankle and stretch that side of the body. You want to feel that stretch of that side of the body a little bit. Inhaling, exhaling, lengthen, reach, stretch. And then we're going to bring this arm down onto the floor and lengthen and reach with the other arm. Again, you want to stay lengthening through the front, yeah? Keep the chest open, try not to cave in, and really just keep that spine nice and long as you stretch that side of the body. Come back up, we're going to do one more. Inhale, exhale. This is the difficult one. This is where you're feeling a little bit tight, and it really lengthens and stretches that side of the body. Come down to the elbow and stretch the opposite way. And then we're going to come back up. Let's change the leg position, the foot position, and do mermaid on the other side. So again, you're sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through the spine. Hold on to this ankle. Relax the hands by your side. Pull the ankle in as we float the opposite arm.